Okay, everybody, I'm going to show 4, potentially 5 different defenses for a single hand collar grab from the front. And it's going to be a different approach than what we do in Kenpo, where we employ a lot of striking. This comes from our Gracie Jiu-Jitsu moves, and I'm going to show you which would be best depending on the type of grab. So standard grip, he kind of grabs like this, and you notice that Sean's thumb is up. So my thumbs are also going to be up. So I'm going to grab his wrist and go to the web of his arm right by the elbow and kind of turn my body as I step. So all 3 are going to work together. I'm not going to go 1, then 2. Brain's going to kick in, he's going to punch me in the head. So I want to go away from that, and I notice I kind of turn my body and I step with the right foot. And my right elbow is going to be anchored tight, okay? So I don't want it out here. And I continue to step back. My head's the last thing to go, and I'm going to push up and pull down, creating an arm lock. Okay, so if you try that again, a shoulder lock. So he's going to grab, and I want to get away from this. So I'm going to do an instant connection, 1, 2, and the foot. So I'm going to go, and I go step, head goes under, and I get this into this really bad arm lock. I could also potentially choke him if I have to. Okay, one more time. So there's a standard grip. Standard grip, the hands are like this. Of course, I don't want to step this way because I'm walking into that strike. So I kind of turn my body, kind of like I'm conquering shield. In conquering shield, I can't kick like this. I have to turn. So I kind of line my body up to this step. Then I step, and then I put this arm lock on. Now, this is pretty brutal. If Sean were to grab and to turn his palm up and really grip tight, yes, I'm in this kind of position. That same move doesn't work quite so good because he's got me tight. He might even be in closer. Okay, so if you watch that again, watch the difference of the grip. He grabs and goes palm. Now my hands, I'm not going to show what I'm going to do. They're going to go straight up. Boom. And I'm going to connect. Elbows tight, anchor. Elbows out here, no good. My thumbs are right in the center of the hand. He wants to hit me with that left hand, which is not good. So I got to act quick. So as he does this, I'm going to go straight up. Now, common way wrist throws, takedowns occur in striking arts are we get our foot behind and we do a wrist throw, which works. The issue is there's a gap. And the gap is when I go straight up to grab Sean and I step with my right foot, he could lean into me and we're leaning this way. And he's got me thrown. So when we get to this point, it's a bit of a battle game. Do I bend him? Does he bend me? So we're going to take that ability away. He goes palm up, grip really tight, Sean. And I'm going to grab. Now watch what I do. I just turn my body like this. And it didn't hurt him at all, but he's already off balance. So now when I step, I got him. Okay? If there's no one else around, I could put this foot behind and employ an arm lock. But I might not want to do that if we think of our danger techniques in Kenpo. Ed Parker emphasized danger is the ground. We want to be on our feet as much as possible. So when he flips to palm up and I go connect, bend, step, I might go into tripping arrow. And if you know the extension, look where his foot is. I might clear that, watch this knee. Another knee, and finish with the extension of tripping arrow. So what I did there was he grabbed really tight. I gotta worry about that left hand. I'm gonna go straight up, bend. Notice I'm horizontal. Get this foot behind, boom. Could also have an arm break. Scrape, stomp, boom. I don't like his arm out of the way. Step on his bicep, oh, be careful. Drop the knee, another knee, and groin. And that was the extension to tripping arrow. So we had standard grip, palm up grip. Now, if he turns his wrist inward, kind of like this, which is kind of pretty common too, I'm going to give it more fold than it wants. So I'm going to chop the wrist, hit his elbow, and look, I got a wrist break there. That's a bad one. So what happened was he turned his wrist in, and I chop the wrist to give it, I'll go really slow, more fold than it wants, but that's not enough. I go to his elbow, and I step, and I bend my chest. But if I do it broken into components, 1, 2, 3, he punches with the left hand, go ahead, and he ends the fight. So I catch him off guard, whoa, boom, got him. Got that wrist bending. Now some of you might go, I would never bend the wrist that way. No problem. If it's a standard grip and he pulls me close, clearly one of the other approaches that I showed you earlier don't work, but look, this does. Still got him. And the fourth approach is if he goes thumb down. Again, you might say, how common is that? But I might be reaching for him to do this, to get a hold of him. As he goes with the thumb down, I accept the connection. And I pull him in. And I step, and I go, elbow is over my armpit is over his elbow. And the key to breaking the arm is I push my armpit down, and I lift the wrist. And it'll break. Check it out on this side. So he went thumb down, my thumbs are down. Watch it again. Now, I don't want to hang in there where he can punch. I'm actually trying to connect. I'm not trying to pull it off. I'm going, thanks for the connection. Boom. I got him. Similar, if his hand is on my chest and he's just shoving me back like this. Notice he's doing this type of thing. I'm just going to connect with him and get that arm breaking. In other words, I borrow that momentum, that push. Oh, I take the arm. Look, I got him. And real, my heel scoop here. Or I could come back for another throw. And we're right back to tripping arrow extension. Pretty cool, guys. Give it a shot.